Dr. Louise. This is my 3rd week update. I had the VSG surgery April 4th of 2018. I was 311, I really don't remember, 300 some odd pounds at the time of surgery. And as of today, I actually have not lost any weight. In the past 6 to 8 weeks, I've been a steady 250, 255, fluctuating in that range. And again, I'm not the best bariatric patient, but my excuse, if I decide to use one, is that I'm struggling with bipolar. And I do everything I can to try and keep that in check, but when I lose sight of certain things, with my bipolar, I feel like I have a fight, flight, or feed. I will either tough it out and gung-ho it. I will either run away from it and not deal with it, or I will stay, not deal with it, and shove things in my face. And I feel like this past week I've been more of a shove things in my face kind of person, and it really puts me on this path of, am I having to choose between being mentally healthy and emotionally healthy, or being skinny? And like the body positive movement tells me I should be able to be in my skin and be just fine, and I can love myself and still need to change. And that's where I'm at right now, that I love myself and I need to change. I just can't find the motivation to keep that going, because what happens is I see who I am, I see what I want to be, but I still see myself as the person before surgery. And the medication I'm on now makes me even more snackier, makes me crave carbs. So I don't know if I'm eating because I'm emotionally avoiding something, or if it's just the cravings because of the medication. So I figured one of the best ways for me to figure that out this week is to get back in touch with what I'm feeling and when I'm feeling it, and to introduce foods back again slowly, but only in a way that I'm comfortable with. So I started a fast. I'm doing the 7-day fast. I started today, and I feel hungry, but I've also become very hyper aware to how much their food is around me at work, and it's a lot. It's a lot. One of the first struggles I had this morning was going into my desk and seeing like those instant cream of wheat boxes that you can make. And I started my fast last night after dinner, so from like midnight on. So it was like 9 a.m. this morning. I'm like, let me eat breakfast. So I made it 9 hours, and then I was just magically hungry. And I had to remind myself I'm doing a fast and not to eat. I drink more water. So I feel like this is going to put me back on the track of getting my water intake, and also getting rid of those cravings. Getting rid of those cravings that I get throughout the day just because I'm bored or overworked or underwhelmed. I know today I've been doing like a lot of like checking my messages and checking my email, because there's an opportunity that presented itself that I was very excited about, and I haven't heard back from them. So I'm a little stressed out about it, which means I've been a little bit more on edge. And then with the fast, I've been even more on edge. So I'm sorry, babe. I know. I'm working on it. I can really see where in my day I would normally take and make these things of food. And I'm hoping to make it the full 7 days. I will listen to my body, and if it's telling me, girl, cut this shit out, eat some food, I will do that. But I'm still taking my vitamins, I'm still drinking the water, I'm cutting out my Crystal Light for the week, if that's possible. I really just want to get my mind and my body back in sync with each other to start from the basics and just go protein and like carbs, you know, like not like carbs, but like veggies and, you know, the food I'm supposed to, like not supposed to be eating, but the food that makes me feel good when I eat it. I over the past week and a half or so, I wouldn't even say it's probably the past month, I was eating food that I wasn't feeling great after. And it's like, it's fine, I'll make it up tomorrow. And that's not really where I want to be. Is I don't want to do the I'll make it up tomorrow. I want to be the I did good today, you know, and I want to be, I want to do justice for what I decided I needed last year. I decided I needed the gastric sleeve, and I just feel like I hadn't been putting in the work to be successful on the scales of so many of these other women. And then I realized that that is a very toxic thought for me. Like, this is my journey and only I can go through it. And if I compare myself to these other women, or other men for that matter, who've gone through a similar journey or their own journey, and they were massive losers, or, you know, they hit their goal more quickly, I have to remind myself that I'm facing challenges. I'm about a year and 5 months, or a year and 5.5 months out from my gastric sleeve surgery that I had at April 4th, 2018. Had a brain aneurysm there for a second. Just checking in. My weight today was, again, 255.2. So I haven't had a whole lot of success losing the weight, but as I mentioned last week, I have had a tough time with binging, with eating things that are not planned for me, and just overall staying on track. And one of the reasons why is I feel like I'm struggling with having to choose to be mentally healthy or to be physically healthy. And I don't think this should be something I have to choose. The reason I say that is because I do struggle with, or I do live every day with bipolar 2. So I've been through a lot in my life, and it sounds like an excuse. It sounds like such a fucking excuse. But I've really been through a lot, and I'm a survivor, so I know how to rough things out. But it's been less rough since I've been on my medication. Since I was not only diagnosed, but also, but as I was saying, we've had some opportunities come up that sound great if they come to fruition, but at the moment, a lot of things are in limbo, and as much as I would love for this opportunity to happen, I just don't know, and that can cause me some stress, and stress can lead me to eat. And I don't want to eat because I can recognize what's going on now, but it's still scary. It's still stressful because I see some things that I want to snack on when I shouldn't be snacking, or things that I want to eat that should not even have their place in my diet. And it can get difficult, especially when a medication that you're taking to feel normal has a side effect of snacking carbs, like wanting to eat carbs. And carbs are like, they're the devil for me because I don't just have a little bit. I have a bucket full, or a bag full, or a container full, or whatever. I can eat them all day, and I would eat them all day. I have eaten them all day, and it's just not the me I want to be. So I need to get my mind and my body back in sync with each other to want what's good for me. So again, I want to cut out dairy and carbs and eliminate all the things that make me feel sore and bloated and like crap. So over the next 7 days, I'm going to do the 7-day diet with just fluids. Some call it a pouch reset. I'm just calling it a fasting. I'm not trying to eat anything solid or more than 50 calories for the next 7 days. I will continue with my water intake and I will continue with my vitamins just so I can stay kind of healthy. But my goal overall is to recognize that is to recognize the head hunger and then slowly introduce foods that are good for me back into my diet. So the idea would be to go Whole30 once this process is completed, and to prepare my meals the way I had been in the past, because now that I'm back at work in the office, it's much more difficult to get in what I need on a daily basis. Water, no problem, but protein, I've had some issues with it. So this is just me retraining myself how to eat again. We'll see if I make it the whole 7 days. I really am going to listen to my body and just see if I can do it. We'll see. I just weighed myself in the little break I just had, and I'm about 253. So like I said, I fluctuate between 250 and 255, and I just keep going back and forth. It could be water. Another reason why I really want to do this 7-day fast is, again, just so I can get back to being able to recognize what my body needs. I'm not there right now. If things come up and they go great with those opportunities, that'll be amazing. I'll let you know next week. If not, then I'll also let you know next week. So if you want to hang around for that, then be sure to subscribe, hit the buttons wherever they might be. Thanks for watching. Bye.